Facilitate a conversation, kill a first kiss, and let's face it, it's downright embarrassing. So where does it come from and how do we banish it? You'll find the answers at Dr. Terry Alani's Tooth Academy. And here she is with her top 10 causes of bad breath. I just put a piece of gum in my mouth because
Good for you.
All right. Okay.
I chew gum all the time.
Yeah. Well, there's all kinds of reasons for bad breath. Sometimes it's temporary. Other times it lingers for a while for whatever reason. So let's start with oral hygiene solutions.
Okay, first of all, bad breath, if you find the cause, you can correct it pretty quickly, but it's finding the cause. So, of course, good oral hygiene is really important. Just a simple toothbrush, floss, and toothpaste.
Right.
That, a lot of times, will take care of it. Usually brush after your teeth, floss only those teeth you wish to keep, correct?
Yes.
And let me give you a real quick tip. This is a really good tip for bad breath. You lick the palm of your hand, let it dry, and then smell it.
Oh.
If it smells, then you have bad breath.
Okay, all right. And then nothing, too, is just replacing that toothbrush every now and then.
Every 3 months.
Okay, all right. Morning breath solutions, because it seems like, you know, of course, if we sleep on it.
We all have that kiss of death in the morning, and basically you have to realize...
Good morning, dear.
Exactly, it's horrible. So what you can do, first of all, saliva acts as a natural mouthwash. So when you sleep, your mouth usually dries out. And if you're a mouth breather, you're really going to have a problem in the morning. So you try to breathe through your nose, but that's difficult if you're a mouth breather. A lot of times I'll just keep a bottle of water next to my bed. You can just sip it, you know, when you wake up during the middle of the night. If you drink, let me tell you something. Alcohol reeks for 8 to 10 hours after you have drank it.
Wow.
That is the most difficult thing because it also dries your mouth out. So I recommend a mouthwash that has zinc and chlorine dioxide in it, or zinc chloride, because that is a mouthwash. You want to stay from alcohol-free mouthwashes. That's going to get rid of those sulfa compounds that cause the bad breath.
Yeah, especially that morning breath. Have you ever noticed that when you're like a newlywed, you don't smell a thing? It's like, good morning. And then like about 6 months later, please, go brush your teeth or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can get up and brush your teeth, too. That helps. You just want to hydrate.
Yeah. Okay, certain foods certainly can add to bad breath.
All right, you want to stay away from foods that have really strong aromatic flavors. Of course, we all know onions. Garlic is really good for you, but it's not good for your breath. A good tip, if you're going out to dinner, you can just, you know, they always have that little sprig of parsley. Parsley actually acts as a natural antibacteria agent, so you can just choose some parsley.
Yeah, it's not just decoration on the plate.
Exactly.
That's the reason why to do it.
And the foods that you want to hydrate, so foods that really naturally have water in them, like celery, apples, carrots. If you're out to eat, again, swish some water for about 10 seconds. You can do your breath mints, make sure they're sugar-free, but that really is only going to mask the disguise, because what you want to do is you want to make sure you're getting rid of the bacteria by brushing, and then you can also, sugar-free gum works.
Yeah.
So you want to stay away from sugared mints after you eat dinner, because basically what you're doing is you're just feeding the bacteria in your mouth.
All right. Certain infections also can be an indication that, in fact, you can smell the breath and tell that's an indication of an infection.
With the sinus infection, really you're going to have that postnasal drip, and when you have that mucus going down your throat, it's just going to reek.
Yeah.
So you really need to go see your ear, nose, and throat person and get that sinus infection taken care of.
Gum disease, that's also a big indication.
Gum disease is probably the #1 cause of bad breath. It is so reversible, so easy to take care of. Basically what it is the inflammation of the tissue surrounding the bone, and you might need to go in for a deep cleaning. It's that tartar that gets underneath the gum line, and you really can't remove it unless you come see us. So you really need to make sure you're getting your teeth cleaned at least twice a year, if not 3 to 4 times a year.
Okay, dry mouth, which goes back to what you're saying, keeping your mouth hydrated. Some people
and
have
I
that
have dry mouth. Since I've been on bioidentical hormones, I get dry mouth. So there are a lot of ways to correct dry mouth. Also, antihistamines can cause dry mouth if you have a sinus issue. Really what you want to do is you want to hydrate. Hydrate during the day. That's going to keep your mouth fresh. There's also an over-the-counter saliva inducer, and it's called Biotine, and that works really well. You can get that over the counter, and again, just sugar-free gum. With xylitol, that will help against finding cavities.
Okay, smoking.
That's real easy. Just get rid of it. I mean, seriously, smoking is gross. And you know, it's funny, if you've ever gone out with anyone that smokes or married to someone that smokes and you don't, you feel like you're kissing an ashtray. Smoking is so difficult to get rid of, even after you brush your teeth.
Yeah.
It will stay for hours.
And then you add a cup of coffee with cream to it.
Exactly.
So yeah, so even brushing. So just get rid of that right there. Okay, and then untreated medical conditions.
Untreated medical conditions such as diabetes, kidneys issues, chronic sinusitis, respiratory infections, all of those things you need to see your physician, and that can actually correct your bad breath. Another thing is some people that have tonsils, they have those little stones in those crypt of the tonsils. Go to your ear, nose, and throat, your oral surgeon, have this removed, and that will help a lot also.
Okay, dentures, obviously, just like our teeth.
People that wear dentures, take them out at night. I know a lot of people don't feel comfortable with that, but remember, you harbor a lot of bacteria, and you can also get inflammation of the soft tissue around it. There are denture cleaners. You clean your dentures like you would natural teeth, but they're specialized products for just dentures.
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, sometimes the bad breath comes from the gums or even the teeth, the plaque and things on the teeth, but also from the tongue itself.
The tongue is like one of the biggest problems as far as bad breath. There are tongue scrapers. There are actual tongue scrapers. We actually sell them in our office. And another tip is that basically if you look at your tongue, at the back of the tongue, there's like fur there where the taste buds are, whatever. And it's like a shag carpet, so it's accumulating bacteria. So you've got to clean it with a tongue scraper. And coffee is very difficult to get the smell off from the back of the tongue. So you might want to substitute for something such as green tea or your herbal teas.
Okay, and I also find that certain medications might produce a certain kind of bad taste in your mouth, which turns into bad breath.
People that take high blood pressure medicines usually have a tendency to have dry mouth, any type of over-the-counter or antihistamines. Again, just hydrate.
Yeah.
That's going to help. And you're chewing gum, so
I am smacking it right now. Here we go. Well, that's our top 10, so here we go.
That's it.
Dr. Terry Alani has a special offer for Great Day viewers. Mention you saw her on the show today, and you will receive $150 off Snap-on Smile. If you haven't seen this, this is that Snap-on Smile where you can literally snap on perfect teeth right over your existing teeth. If you'd like more on Dr. Alani's services, call 713-621-5141, 713-621-5141, or visit her online at TexasToothLady.com or on Facebook. And if you have bad breath, she can try to figure out why. Plus, you can listen to Dr. Alani and her brother, Dr. Wayne Alani, every Sunday at noon on 740 KTRH. The show is called The Alani Docs, but they cover a little bit of everything. Well, you know that feeling you get after an intense workout at the gym? You might be sore for days or maybe even weeks. The pain could be a sign of bigger problems to come. Learn what to